Welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. We've got a brand new product here. I'm really excited to test this. It's a new Mizuno Mp-18 Iron. So as we know, Mizuno make fantastic irons, you know, very renowned for their grain, flow, forged irons that they make, and have done some very classic models over the years. My sort of experience or my history with Mizuno was going back in my teens when I played Mp-19s, which were a beautiful set of golf. I must admit at the time I couldn't really use them. They were a bit too hard for me to use, but I just wanted them in the bag because they look fantastic. And this is a little bit like, it's a bit like going back into the retro style, very clean, classic blade iron that you used to see many years ago. Still a little bit of technology, as much as you can get in a blade iron. Obviously you can't get too much in these. But what they have done a little bit here through the forging process, you imagine the head's in like a case here, and obviously they insert the metal into it as they go through the forging process, and generally at the bottom of it is a gap where the metal would seize out, where actually now they've blocked it off, so this sort of like compresses the metal, so the grain in the forging, or the grain in the metal, is so much more tighter here now, which helps a lot more with feel. Okay, so a very classic iron. Obviously this is very much aimed at a low handicap golfer, somebody who really hits the middle of the golf club, very consistent. So I'm going to put this to a little bit of a test here. This is a 6 iron I've got here, which is 30 degrees of loft. Okay, so as you can appreciate, and what you would expect, it's not a strong lofted iron here. Got this in a Modus 120 stiff, half-inch longer, a couple of degrees upright on the head here, which is similar to my spec. So I'm going to hit some shots here, show you some numbers from GC2, and give you a little bit of feedback on the feel. Now, as I sit that down behind the ball, I mean, it looks small, you know, as you would expect. You know, they've got MP4, MP5 iron. This is replacing both of those irons, so those irons are now sort of coming out of the range, and it's obviously Mp-18 is going to take over that true blade sort of category. So, you know, it is small. You put it down by the golf ball, it makes the golf ball look big because the head's quite small. I mean, the top edge isn't massively thin. You know, again, going back to the old MP range years back, it was a very thin top edge. This isn't massively thin. It's probably more sort of thin to medium on the top edge, but very little offset, very classic look, very clean on its look. Let's give this first one a hit. Yeah, lovely. I mean, I caught that a little bit low in the face there, but that's, you know, the feel's there. And you'd expect this from Mizuno. You know, their strap line is nothing feels like a Mizuno. You know, it's a great feeling iron. It's a very true forged iron here. Very classic on its look. It does, I mean, personally to me, it looks a little bit scary. I mean, this is a 6 iron now. Obviously, if you put a 4 iron there, or maybe even a 3 iron in my hands, it'll be pretty scary. You know, you're going to have to hit the middle of the golf club. I mean, it's quite a high ball flight, that, to be honest. So that looks quite high to me. Didn't quite get the perfect strike on that. Yes, beautiful feel, really beautiful feel. I mean, I can tell I've probably yet to absolutely flush one. See, 181, just dropping off a little bit there. I mean, it's not a bad distance that for a 6 iron, you know, at 30 degrees. For me, it's not a bad distance that. It's I probably expect a bit more sort of mid 180s. Again, strike will move that around a little bit more. I've yet to really flush one. I think this is probably highlighting more when you just fractionally miss middle. It shows up a lot more in an iron like this, as opposed to maybe one with a bit of a cavity back help on it. You know, as we know, this is more for the experienced golf who really can strike the ball consistently. That was a better one there. Touch heavy possibly if I'm getting picky, but flight wise, very sort of straight, very sort of powerful looking, to be fair, on the flight. That's 180 there. Okay, let's have a look at some numbers then. So clubber speed 95 mile an hour, it's sort of where I expect it. Ball speed 127. So what you'll see here, obviously the first one and the last one are probably struck better. They see the ball speed's up to that 130 mark. Second one definitely dropped off on the strike there. I didn't hit that one as good there. And this third one probably wasn't as good as obviously the first two. So quite a drop off on ball speed there. Again, blade iron, you're probably going to expect that drop off. Launching around 17 degrees, spinning at 5,684, so just under that sort of 5.7 mark. So spin, I think, look at that last one there, was probably the best strike of the lot there. That spun at 5.9, so just under that 6,000 mark, which you sort of expect. It's a true spin number from this sort of type of iron there. 6 iron should sort of spin around. That's a sort of 6,000 mark. Peaking out at 36 yards and this height, 182 carry. Again, good strikes, 188, 186 on the carry there. It's a good distance for a true lofted, I would call it, iron. So that's a good sort of carry distance there, 186, 188. Obviously averaging at 182. That drop off second shot, 174, just pulled that average down a little bit. Okay guys, so there we have it, the new Mp-18, the blade iron. Okay, so this isn't going to be a big market, to be honest. You know, it's very much into, as I said before, the golfers who very much hit the middle of the golf club. Consistent, generally going to be your low handicap guys, this, so it's not a huge sort of market. Maybe you guys watching, depending on what level you are, the other irons in the Mp-18 range might suit you. So I'm going to do a review of those. That'll come on my channel soon, so you may want to go and check those out once they land on the channel. But yeah, it's a beautiful iron. It's just a very appealing iron to look at. It's very desirable. You know, it's the sort of iron that I would just love to be sat in my bag. Then when I put it down by the golf ball, I get a little bit scared. And then when I just start missing middle and it really feel it through the club, it's like, oh, I could do with a little bit of help here. So it's a beautiful iron, though. You've got to admit, it is a beautiful iron. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Do comment down below if you've got any questions on this video. Share it around. Hit the subscribe button, because like I say, the other reviews of the 18s are going to be coming out on my channel soon. I'm going to do some comparison with maybe the previous Mizuno models as well, just see how these are comparing against those. So if you do hit that subscribe button, you get notified of those videos as soon as they go live. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please do share the video around. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all very soon.